tub. We do video audio. We do mostly audio. I do mostly audio with her. I only think did I video with her maybe once or twice. Sam, you don't understand how high the cost of living is going up. Oh, I do. I do. I do. And if I wouldn't be living in this house rent free, I'd probably take my life. I do. Why is the tub burgundy? I don't know. My mother's decision. She wanted it burgundy. She wanted it burgundy. Rent a trash can in the Hamptons. And over here in New York, to rent a one studio apartment is like $1,700. A studio apartment is like $1,700. If you want a two-bedroom apartment, it's close to $2,500. And if you want to live in a city, like Midtown Manhattan, you can get anywhere. Well, I know my sister used to live on the Upper West Side. She was paying like $3,000 a month. Now it's probably close to $5,000. I don't really know what time. Look, I don't know what everyone's talking. Frank talks nonsense. I don't know what kind of drugs he's on. I can't predict that. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. I can't help people. She's trying to help Sam, Michael. Hi, Jessica. I keep spamming the same thing over and over. Well, maybe he doesn't remember what he wrote. Sam, your eye looks better. Fries in that cup. I ate all the fries. So I had burgers. I had a burger, beer, and fries. Cool, right? Show you I was really at Yankee Stadium. See, the beer says Yankee Stadium. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it says Yankee Stadium. It says Yankee Stadium. What else can I show you? Tiramisu. I had tiramisu in Atlantic City. Tiramisu, for me, that was really good. That was actually very fucking good. I forgot what restaurant that was, but that was a good fucking restaurant. I had a drinky poo. I had a kamikaze. In the restaurant. Took a picture of it. What else did I have? I'll show you all my fucking things. Like you're there with me. We went to the amusement park. I went to the amusement park. We didn't go on the Ferris wheel because I'm afraid of heights, but we went to the amusement park. That was fun. Steel Pier. I took a picture. They have helicopters over there. You could take probably for $150 if you want to take a helicopter ride. You go to the hell. I didn't go on it. I would never go on it. What else can I show you? Want to see my leg? That's really badly. Oh no, I can't show you that. It's kind of my underwear. No, that I showed that to Zoe. I didn't want to show you. I can't show you that. My underwear is down. It just shows my leg. How badly burned I was. This I could show you how badly burned I was. Look how badly burned I was. Look how fucking fucked up I was. Look at the fucking. Look at that shit. I was in so much fucking pain. I was in so much pain in the hotel. You cannot believe it. I was in so much pain. I was in a lot of pain. And I had Stella Artois. In the restaurant. Wait. I had Stella Artois in the restaurant. Stella Artois we had. What else can I show you? Me relaxing by the beach. I was very hot, but I was relaxing. What else? I go out. See, I do go out. The tub, I think my tub is fancier than the tub they had in the hotel. This is the tub of the hotel. That was the tub of the hotel, which I didn't go in. I mean, I went in the shower, but I didn't use the tub. I didn't really use the tub. What else can I show you? I'll just show you 3 more pictures. Hold up. Oh, butterfly I took for my mother. Oh, this. Oh, I got to show you this. I got to show. We went to a restaurant, and it was where the hell was it? Um, we went to a restaurant. Oh, I remember where it was. It was in the other hotel. It was in the other hotel. It was the old Homestead, I believe. The old Homestead, I believe. Yeah, old Homestead Hotel, old Homestead restaurant, right? They had an item in that fucking restaurant that was here. Was it filet mignon? Was this it? This is it? The old Homestead. I even took a picture of the fucking menu because I couldn't even believe it. Where the hell is it? Porterhouse steak for two. Porterhouse steak for two. 44 ounces. Look at this. Wait, I got to show you this. He says porterhouse steak for two. 44 ounces. Wait, I got to tell you a funny story about this. Porterhouse steak for two. 44 ounces for two. It says porterhouse steak for two. 44 ounces. See the price? $158. So now the guy, I got to tell you the story. It's a funny story. So now the guy is coming around the menu and he's going, oh, and I had a beer. I had a beer that night. Wait, I got to tell you this. I got to show you this. I had a beer that night. I just ordered a beer. I don't know what beer it was. I ordered a beer. I don't know. Anyway, and I had meat. Oh my God, I had so much fucking food. It was fucking crazy. And anyway, so now the guy, that's pretty much all the pictures I can show you. I mean, I have a lot of other pictures, but I don't want to be here all day. This was the hallway. This was the hallway to the hotel. Hallway. Anyway, so now the guy comes over, right? I don't think I have anything else to show you. There's nothing really else to show that I can show. Nothing else I could show. Anyway, so that's it. So now the guy comes over, the waiter, right? And he's explaining the things on the menu, right? He's explaining the shit on the menu, right? So he goes, the specials are this and the specials are that. And my sister asks the waiter, what is this porterhouse for two? Right? A porterhouse has like, it's filet mignon and sirloin. I think a porterhouse it's two different cuts of meat. I didn't know this because I'm a stupid idiot. No, I didn't know this because I don't buy porterhouse steaks. A porterhouse is two different cuts of meat. It's filet mignon. Alexa, what two cuts of meat is a porterhouse? One's filet.
A quarter cow is split into two main sections.
Not a quarter cow, you idiot. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. I'm saying it again. She's getting deaf. She's either getting deaf or my voice is changing, and she's not understanding what I'm saying. Maybe I'm slowing my words. I'm having a stroke. We'll say it again. Alexa, in a porterhouse steak, what two cuts of meat are there in a porterhouse steak?
A porterhouse steak has two cuts.
Right.
A New York strip steak
right.
on one side of the
and filet. A tender filet mignon. Okay.
Tips on the best way to cook a
wait, what'd you say? She said a porterhouse steak is filet mignon and a tenderloin? Tenderloin, did she say? Alexa, can you repeat that? I don't remember what you said.
A porterhouse steak contains two cuts. A New York strip on one
New York
side
strip.
of the
New York strip.
Tenderloin filet mignon
okay.
on the other.
New York strip. A New York strip and a tenderloin. Okay. So it's New York strip and a tenderloin is a porterhouse, right? I did not know that because I'm a fucking butcher and I don't have the money to buy. So now, anyway, the guy comes around and he's explaining the specials, right? To the table. And now my sister's like, oh, this 44-ounce steak for two, how big is it? So he goes, it's enough for two people. It's more than enough for two people. And I'm thinking to myself, what is this guy smoking? I'm thinking to myself, because I only had like one beer that night, and I'm thinking to myself, a 16 ounce is 32 ounces, last I checked. This is 44 ounces of meat. So I'm like, I was going to say something to him because the math didn't math, right? The math did not math. And I went to him, it's for two? So he goes, yes, it's for two, sir. And I shut my mouth, right? Now they bring over this monstrosity that was like enough for four people. I mean, it was good food. It was really good. The food was absolutely amazing. They bring out this. Look how much meat there is in 44 ounces of food. Look at that. So my sister took about, well, the thick cuts. They're pretty thick cuts. They're about that thick, the cuts, right? So my sister took about one, two, three. I mean, how many can you eat? You could eat like five. One, two, three, four. I think my sister took five, and I took about five or six. So if you took five and five, so these are thick. They're like that thick, the steak, right? The steak slices. So one, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. So we had all of, if you take away like 10 slices out of this area, of this area, like 10 slices this way, we still had all of that to get rid of. It was crazy. 44 ounces of meat. 44 ounces of meat. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It was absolutely positively crazy. 44 ounces of meat. So I was like looking at it when they brought it over, and I was like this. When they brought it over, I was like, I think that's a lot of food. So they go, yeah. And my sister even said, she goes, wow. I go, yeah. I said, I hope you're hungry. And she took like five pieces. Of course, we had appetizers and drinks. She took five pieces, which you can't even have more than five pieces because they're thick pieces. They're thick pieces of meat. And I took about five or six, and there was still about 20 pieces left. So I went to the guy. The guy goes, is everything okay? Is everything okay? I go, yeah, everything is delicious. She goes, is everything okay with the steak? Is everything well? It was delicious, absolutely amazing, delicious, right? I go, yeah, everything was fine. I said, that's a little bit misleading. I said, your menu is misleading. I said, that should say porterhouse, 44-ounce porterhouse for four, right? Because 10 ounces, 10 ounces, and 10 ounces is 40 ounces, right? What do they say for two? Which two people can finish 44 ounces of meat? I didn't understand that. That means that means each person would have to do 20, 21, or 21 and 21 is 42. It would be more than 21 ounces of meat per person. More, like, it's crazy. So I said, what kind of person do you think can eat a pound and a half of meat? 44. Now, if it would have been 32 ounces, that would be like a little logical. This wasn't 32 ounces. This was 44 ounces of meat. So I said to him, I said, that menu should actually say at least three people. Like maybe three people could finish if they were very hungry, but not two. So I said, I'm really sorry. I told my sister, I tried. And she goes, oh, it's a lot of food. She goes, we're going to wrap it up and send it. She goes, do you want it? I go, I don't need. She asked me, she goes, do you want it? We didn't have a microwave in the room. So I go, to be honest with you, I would take it if we had a microwave in the room, like warm it up for the next day. I go, but I don't eat cold meat. I don't eat like cold. It doesn't taste the same, right? So I gave it to my sister. I said, you take it in your room and munch on it, right? And they finished it. They finished it. Between the three of them, they finished it. Almost 3 pounds of meat. That was crazy. And it was $158. It was a lot of money for that one meal, one item. So, but it was a lot of food. I can't even explain to you. It was so fucking outrageous. It was so outrageous. Like if I went with four people, if I went with three other people, you could easily have enough food for four people on that. Because it'd be 10 ounces and 10 ounces and 10 ounces and 10 ounces. And you still have 4 ounces left. It was like humongous. It was crazy. I don't know why they said two people. I'm like, why do you say that two people? He goes, well, two people, it's definitely a lot for two people. He goes, well, we make it for two. I'm like, you should make that for four. Because it's like, maybe they do it because people, I think they do it? They do it for two because like couples come in, right? So if you say enough for four, people will be like, oh, no, 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 right? And they won't buy it. If you say for two, then people will go, oh, me and my girlfriend are going to eat this and we'll have a nice dinner. You know what I'm trying to say? If you do it for four, people are like more antsy not to buy it. That's why I think they do. It's all a psychological thing. Almost 3 pounds of meat. Yeah, math is mathing. 3 pounds of meat for two people. It's Crazy. Yeah, that was the funniest thing that happened on vacation, really. I was like, I remember that place. Now I'd go back there again, but if I ever ordered that again, I would make it like it has to be 4 people ordering that one meal. Yeah. And you don't order any appetizers. You just order that steak. And the steak was amazing though. It was so well cooked. You know what I mean? Medium rare was perfect. You stuck your fork in it, it was nice and juicy. It was so good. It was so fucking good. Yeah. If everyone in the world thought you, Sam, it would be something. I know. More people should think like me. Oh, you've been alive this long and didn't know that? I don't have really any interest in steaks. I know there's a filet mignon and a New York strip. I didn't know porterhouse was both. I really didn't. I mean I knew I didn't. I mean maybe I should have known. I don't know. How's that affect my life? You think if I would have known that, my life would have been better? Anyway, that was expensive. Well done. Well done, no pink. No, I said well done, meaning it was perfectly done, I should say. I didn't mean well done. You like Bone and Jessica? Oh, Bone In. Oh, I totally wasn't going in the way. Okay. No, I know what you mean. Okay. I was read that role totally wrong. Okay. Okay. Unless it's Bone In. Okay. Okay. You like Bone In. Okay. Bone In. Yeah, this is all slices. 44 ounces is good for four. Exactly. That's my point. So I felt bad. I really felt bad. I'm like, guys, I'm really happy that you ordered this. I said, but I can't do anymore. They go, yeah, this was a lot of food. I could feel like leaving over all that food. I was like, I can't. There's no way. If they would have had an oven in the room, I would have told. They asked me. They go, you can take it home, because they don't care. Like they go, take it. They'll put it in a doggy bag. You'll have it for lunch tomorrow. I go, I would, but I'm not going to really eat it because no oven. If there was a microwave oven, I could warm it up. There was no oven. I'm not going to eat cold filet mignon. That's not for me. I mean, I eat cold cuts like salami, but you don't eat cold steak. I just don't like. I don't enjoy cold steak. I really don't. It's all fake news. The Michael movie would be a great choice. I have to ask Ina what he can get for us. AI lied about the number in World War II. How did we get to World War II? What time is it? 7:04. I've got to go. Lobster Samuel. It's been a while. Is Sam gonna do a movie night soon? When it cools off, guys, I promise you, when the fucking weather gets normal, don't talk to me. Talk to God. When the weather gets normal, I promise you, I'll do movies, we'll do gaming, we'll do a whole bunch of shit. In fact, actually, I'm gonna open my window now. It stopped raining. I'm gonna open my window when I go upstairs, and I'm gonna see if there's a cool breeze blowing in the air. We'll see how good the weather is. I may play Halo. As Inu said, he's going to sleep. So if he's going to sleep, I can't have any help from him from Black Flag. So I don't need help with him with Halo. AI is the new drug. Early disease detection, climate, environment. Yeah, new drug. Yeah. Agriculture, hyper accurate weather forecasting, smart agriculture, code and math, automation, real time translation, cybersecurity defenses, and joblessness. Don't forget about joblessness. That one thing I understand, AI can really bring a lot of positives to the world, but the one thing that people don't understand is that the AI is costing a lot of people jobs. That's the pretty much the crust of it, right? And they're saying millions of people will be out of a job by 2030. Like we're in 2026 now. The guy's estimated by 2030, that's 4 years from now, the world's environment will be so bad because people will be out of work and people will be jobless. And then you people are jobless, they can't pay their bills. If you can't pay your bills, then where do you go? That's what he was trying to bring out. Tiramisu was, I made tiramisu. Tiramisu is very easy to make. Tiramisu is so easy to make. You could do that drunk. You can really do that like stoned and drunk. Tiramisu is so easy to make. All it is mascarpone cheese. I think equal parts mascarpone and whipped cream. I think. Wait, it's mascarpone and something else. Ready whip? It's mascarpone and like whipped cream. I think. Alexa, what two items make tiramisu? What cheese and what? Mascarpone and what do you mix together? She helps me with that. What cheese? Mascarpone cheese.
Tiramisu's core is mascarpone cheese blended with a sweetened cream, usually egg yolks whisked with sugar and sometimes a splash of whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
The rich filling.
Whipped cream. I was right. Alexa, stop. So I used whipped cream. I used whipped cream and mascarpone, right? Whipped cream and mascarpone. You mix that together. Mascarpone's like a cheese type of thing. And you mix that together. I think it's equal parts. And then all you have to do is mix that up with a little vanilla, I think. And then you put a little bit of cocoa powder on top. And you pretty much just put it in the refrigerator. Yeah, it's that easy to do. Yeah, it's that easy. You just put like a little bit of whipped cream on.
Idea. Though traditional tiramisu actually layers that mascarpone mixture with coffee soaked ladyfingers.
Oh yeah, ladyfingers, right? Of course. Alexa, stop. Yes, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, shut up. Okay, so you take the ladyfingers. Thank you, Alexa. I'm not mad at you. It's just that I forgot. I'm 60 years old and I forgot. So thank you for reminding me. Yes, and it's very hot here. Anyway, what she's gonna say. It's okay. Now she's mad at me. Now she's not talking to me. He's plotting. She's probably plotting with Ara right now. Anyway, so you take the lady fingers and you dip them in like a what do you call it? The not Frangelica. You dip it in Kahlua, right? That's what I dip it in. I dip it in Kahlua. If I dip it in Kahlua, and I could dip it in coffee, but you're supposed to dip it in Kahlua, and Kahlua is like coffee liqueur. You dip them in like that, and you layer them. And then after you layer them, you put that mascarpone cream mixture on, and then you do another layer of the lady fingers dipped in the coffee, and then you put another layer of the mascarpone thing, and then on the very top, you sprinkle on the cocoa, and there you go, and you put it in the fridge. It's fucking so easy. It's not that hard to do. It's really easy. In fact, actually, to tell you the truth, I'd make it again if it wasn't so fucking fattening. It's so good. It's so easy to make. Anyone can make that. If you can't do that, like just need the lady fingers, the what do you call it? Kahlua. Thank you, Mom. You need the lady fingers, the Kahlua, the mascarpone, and the whipped cream, and the cocoa powder. 5 items. And a refrigerator. But if you don't have a refrigerator, it means you're homeless. Yes, according to them, it was the lowest rated series. Let's get ripped off. Chucky series, yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, well, if the ratings go down, they're gonna cancel. Yeah, they every Yankee game I went to, they lost. I'm like a bad omen or something. Every time I fucking went to the Yankee game, they lost. All right, guys, I'm about to go. Hold up. Bet you do Tubby. I may go in the Tubby tonight. We'll see how cool it is. I'm gonna open the window when I go upstairs. And if there isn't a cool breeze blowing, I'm probably gonna end up in the Tubby tonight. Sam, ALEXA isn't real. She is in my heart. She is. In my heart, she's real. She's as real as you want her to be. Sam, why don't you eat good Jewish food anymore? I eat Jewish food. I eat matzo ball soup. I eat stuff. Hot dogs covered in slimy onions. Oh, that was so fucking good. Yeah. Can you tiramisu? I can make. Can you make tiramisu now? No, because I don't have the lady fingers. I don't have the mascarpone. I don't have the whipped cream. I don't have the uh, Kahlua, and I don't have the. Oh, no, I do have the hot cocoa. I do have the cocoa. So out of the 5 items, I don't have 4 of them. Can you guys do me a favor? This is going to be the joke of the night because I'm leaving. Can you guys possibly ask you know who if she could buy me those 4 items? Thank you. I'd really appreciate it. It would be funny if the fucking items show up at my door. It's like, I'll only give you the items if you make me a super mod. Like, no. I am missing those 4 items, though. I need the lady fingers, the mascarpone, the whipped cream, and the Kahlua. I can make it, but it's easy to make. Just I need the items. No, she went to college and I didn't. Would you go to a Yankee game if someone paid? No, not if, unless no. I no, not unless I was in the air conditioning. No, 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 no. I even told my family. I just told you that. I told you my family. I go. I want to tell you this right now. So I went outside. It was baking. It was baking. I can't even tell you how hot that day was. It was outside. You couldn't stay outside for more than 10 minutes. Baking in the sun. And I went, I can't anymore. I can't. I go, I'm going back inside. And at the end of the game, I said to my family, I'm like, look, don't take this the wrong way. I really, really, really appreciate, I appreciate today. They go, yeah, you really enjoyed today, didn't you? I go, yeah, I enjoyed the burgers and the hot dogs and the whole day was beautiful, right? It was in a nice, really, was sitting on leather seats, really fancy room and everything. I go, it was very, 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 very nice. Thank you for inviting me. As I remember to tell you something right now, please do not waste the ticket on me unless you have this air conditioned room because I won't do it. I mean, it's nothing against. I'm not trying to be like highfalutin, but I mean, I don't want to say like, oh, I'm only going to come if I have like the ultra 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 room. That's not the point. The point is, I don't want to die of the heat. That was the point. So I go, I'm not saying that I want the fanciest thing, and that's the only way I'll come. That's not my point. She goes, I know, I know, I know. She goes, you can't take the heat. I go, yeah, I can't take the heat at 60 years old. I'm not going to stroke out because the Yankees want to make an extra $1 billion today. Right. I told them that. And they understood. They understood. I go, if you get tickets and that room is included, yeah, I'll go. I'll go if it's a nice day, yeah. But I'm not sitting out in that fucking stadium. There's no fucking way. It's too hot. I even asked the people in the little area. There was a woman there sitting eating a hot dog, and she was with her husband, it looked like, right? And I go, wow. I said, I don't know how those, I was just making chit chat with them because I was drinking my beer and I was drinking the beer out of the cup and I was like this. And I said, wow. I said, I don't know how these people. So the lady turned around to me who I didn't know from Adam. The lady turned around to me and she goes to me, yeah, she goes, I don't know. She goes, I came in here. I told my husband, she goes, tell him. And she went to her husband. She goes, yeah, tell him. She goes, I told my husband. She goes, I was outside. She goes, I told my husband, let's go back inside before I faint. I was like, yeah. I said, I went to my family. I'm only here because my family invited me. I was like, I can't afford that shit, right? I can't afford tickets like that. I don't know how much they cost. But I was nice and invited. I said, I'm staying in the air conditioning. She goes, you're smart. I said, I was invited, but I'm staying in here. I only went outside for 2 reasons. One was the national anthem. I went out, and the other one was the thing where people like they were honoring like firemen, and they were honoring like not soldiers, but they were honoring people in like the service. They were honoring people in the service, and that was the 2 times I went outside. I went outside to do the national anthem, and then they did God Bless America for the soldiers that got injured and stuff. But other than that, gotta be out of your fucking mind to go out there. Nope. Not if I don't have If I don't have that air conditioned room, no. If I had the air conditioned room, yes. If I had the air conditioned room, yeah. But no, no way. It's unbearable. It was impossible to stand. I don't know how 50,000 people do it. I swear to God. Some of them didn't have the access to the air conditioning. Like some of them, most of them didn't have air conditioning. If you stay there or you go out inside the arena, the where the hot dogs are and shit. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I was on for 2 hours and 14 minutes. It's more than enough for dinner. And I think I'm gonna call it a night, unless I missed some important friggin' comment. Um Tiramisu we went to. How come? Oh, we did that. Because she went to college and I didn't. I guess that's the reason. But then again, I'm not $80,000 in debt like most people. Okay, guys, let me go. Let me go. I gave you enough stories. I gave you enough stories and I gave you enough pictures. Okay, guys.